Easy people, welcome back to my channel, Big Steve MCFC. Thanks for all the support this week. Followers have been going up well. Not a great deal of content, but obviously we've had matches cancelled and things. We've had the Big Six show and stuff. I just thought I'd jump on quick to give you my match reaction to Newcastle. Obviously, people that follow me on Instagram will see that I drove down to Newcastle Sunday morning on my own. Just had a bit of a lad's day trip on my jack. And yeah, I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed it, mate. Pep Guardiola and the boys put on a good Sunday roast. And yeah. But there's one thing that sticks out about Newcastle game. It's the Cancelo song. I can't get it out of my head. I cannot get it out of my head. The weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. City's the place to go. Cancelo, Cancelo, Cancelo. Come on, the Blues. What a tune that was. Bouncing, coming out of St. James's Park. All the Blues were singing that all the way down to the main road. It was mint, man. It was mint. And Cancelo's finally got a tune. It might be a festive tune, you know what I mean? I can't see us singing that in like May when it's boiling. But listen, we'll take it for now. Do you know what I mean? We'll take it for now. But anyway, on to the match. Newcastle away. Newcastle, poor side, been struggling. We know that. Got more money than us, apparently. More money than us. Fair play. But listen, you know, anyone that was expecting a Newcastle resurgence with them players, it's not going to happen. You know, Pep changed the team. You know, Grealish, Foden was out. Some talk today about whether it's paper talk or nonsense, we don't know. But some papers are saying that the lads got dropped because they went out after the Leeds game and they came back for a recovery session. Obviously, a bit worse for wear. If that's true, then fair play to Pep. You know what I mean? Fair play to him. Hit him where it hurts, innit? Stop him playing. Kyle Walker, he's been out for a few games. There's plenty of rumours always going about Kyle and his TikTok lady and the spanking and the things like that. Also, I think a friend of his passed away. So Kyle Walker at the minute, for reasons we probably don't know, he's not in the side. So it meant Cancelo continuing at right back. It meant Zinchenko at left back, Emerick Laporte and Ruben Dias in the centre, Rodri, Bernardo and De Bruyne in the middle, Sterling, Mahrez and Jesus across the front line. Looking at that team, you're not worried. You know what I mean? It's comfortable. Game started, you know, City was dominant, passing the ball well. But although we're saying that, I don't think the passes was as crisp as it has been. I thought we give the ball away sloppy at times against a bigger side. We could get punished for that. So that's one thing Pep won't be happy with. I felt like Bernardo Silva was very deep. I don't know whether he'd been told to play that deep, but obviously the last few weeks we've seen him quite advanced pressing. De Bruyne was doing that more, and Bernardo was very, very deep, which for me, I don't think that's his best position. But look, Pep's obviously got things going on in his head, so leave him to it. But yeah, mad goal, the first one. Absolutely no idea what Newcastle defenders are doing. Why the kid ducks out of the header and lets Ruben Dias at 2 yards out nod it in, I have not got a clue. If that happens to us, I'm fuming. Newcastle, rightly so, are fuming. As soon as they go a goal behind after like 7 minutes, the Newcastle fans must have just thought, one of them days, this. And you know what? They huffed and puffed a little bit, Newcastle. They didn't really create anything. They never really looked like troubling us. They had the penalty shout. Edison come from nowhere, cleaned out the player. I get that. You know what I mean? If it happens against City, I'm saying it's a penalty. So for me, it was a penalty. You know what I mean? Newcastle should have had a penalty. Would it have mattered in the game? Probably not. You know what I mean? Would it have been good for them to see him score a goal? Maybe. That's just me being a bit, you know, let him score a goal. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? They do often puffed. I mean, they brought Maximin on second half. For me, he's an enigma. Do you know what I mean? There's a reason these players like Maximan and Traore at Wolves don't get the big moves to the big clubs because you just don't know what they're going to do. They're so unpredictable. You can't ask them to play in the system. You can't ask them to track back. You can't ask them to play in false nines because they're just all over the place. That Maximan guy gets the ball and he doesn't know where he's going with it. Let me tell you that. He just runs, throws his legs about, couple of step overs, and whichever way he goes, he just goes. And he's all right for Newcastle. Someone might take a punt on him, but he's not for me. You know what I mean? He's not that level. I think Newcastle have got a mountain to climb. I think the only saving grace with Newcastle I can say is that there is light at the end of the tunnel. And I think they will get there. I think they'll get there in the end. It might take 5, 6, 7, 8 years, but they'll get there with good spending and good management and director of football in there, new training ground, things like that. Newcastle will get to where they need to get to. You know what I mean? It's not a quick fix. If they go down this season, sure to God, it's going to make it harder because that Championship is a tough place, you know. And if you're going to grounds with this big boy reputation, money reputation, teams are going to raise the game. They're going to want to do you in. You know what I mean? They're going to want Newcastle's coming to town, big support. They've got all the dough, and then you're going to get them all giving it you, mate. But listen, that's Newcastle for me. You know, as a club, they're in the mud at the minute. They're in the mud at the minute. And I don't really see how they're going to get out of it. I think they're going to go down this season and then obviously going to rebuild. But look, City turned the screw again. You know what I mean? It was a good performance. The passing did get better second half. Like you say, Sterling had another half-decent game. Got there at the end with a goal, the tapping. Mahrez, another good finish from Zinchenko's cross. Bit sad that I had to go to VAR, took away that, you know, that excitement moment. Do you know what I mean? It was one of them things. And then Cancelo's goal, you know what I mean? The Cancelo's goal. I mean, if Trent Alexander-Arnold scores that goal, there's a documentary tonight on the fucking History Channel telling you all about it. I'm telling you now. Cancelo this season has been outstanding. Left back, right back, midfield, wherever you want to play him, he's putting a shift in. And I tell you what, that goal for a fullback to do that was class. He just jinked one way, jinked the other way, and thought, you know what, I'm having it. Bang, top bin. Do you know what I mean? And when you've got fullbacks coming out from the back and pinging 25 yards in the top corner, Newcastle must have thought, for fuck's sake, man, what's happening here now? What is happening here now? We can't control them. You know, they tried to sit in deep. Joe Linton was sitting in deep on De Bruyne. But there's so many people in that Manchester City side that can hurt you. It's unbelievable to watch. You know what I mean? I was saying to a guy next to me at half-time how privileged as Manchester City fans we are watching this football. We can't take it for granted. You know what I mean? You've got to enjoy these days because these days will go quicker than you think. And there's going to be times on the horizon where Manchester City aren't going to be at the top table. We're going to have to rebuild. We're going to be floating about. We're going to make some bad decisions. Bad managers might come. Things might happen because football just doesn't always go one way. But we're ready for that. You know what I mean? We've dealt with that in the past. We're ready for it. But we've got to enjoy now. We've got to enjoy what Pep Guardiola is bringing to our club at the minute and the players. The team spirit amongst that team to see is unbelievable. It's a blessing to watch. You get up on a match day and I cannot wait to get to the stadium and see it. You know what I mean? The City fans, again, fair play to you, lads. You know what I mean? Lads, lasses, you were top form. The City end was bouncing. You know what I mean? We're following the club all over the place. We're on a title charge again. We're top of the league at Christmas. You know what I mean? And we're singing the new Cancelo tune. What more in life do you want than that? You know what I mean? Liverpool dropped points. Chelsea dropped points. You know what I mean? We've got to dig in now. It's a tough festive period. Yeah? I expect them to be some tough games. And City will drop points. City will drop points. In the next 5 or 6 games, there's going to be a game or two where it's not going to go our way. You know what I mean? But it's how we bounce back from it. It's how we dust ourselves off and go again. Do you know what I mean? We just cancelled Liverpool's goal difference in 2 games. Yeah? 2 games. 7-0 against Leeds. 4-0 against Newcastle. Unbelievable stats. And that's the way the Premier League is at the minute. Liverpool's going to come back at us. We're going to go at them. We've just got to make sure we've always got our nose in front. We've always got our nose in front. And listen, you know, that was the match reaction for Newcastle. There's not a lot more to say. I've touched on the penalty. Yeah, it was a penalty for Newcastle. You know, VAR had a mare all weekend with that. Do you know what I mean? Jack and Phil Foden not to get on the pitch. If it's disciplinary issues, you know what I mean? You need to sort your head out, lads, because, you know what I mean? I know you're young lads and all that, but you've got to toe the line when you're going for big trophies and you're playing under Pep Guardiola. Toe the line. There's plenty of time to get pissed. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? There's plenty of time over Christmas to do that. Like I say, big shout out to Zinchenko as well, who's slotted in at left back in the absence of Kyle Walker. He's doing his job commendably. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't get enough credit, Zinchenko. He come in. You know what I mean? He's not your big name signing. He's not your superstar. Do you know what I mean? He's come in. He's knuckled down, and he's playing in the best team in Europe at left back. So fair play to him. Credit to him. Big up Riyad Mahrez scoring his goal. I think it was his 50th goal or something like that. He scored. Another great finish, Riyad. You know what I mean? We know what Riyad's about. His quality. And yeah, the final note's got to be Cancelo, isn't it? Cancelo with a goal. I still can't get over it. You know what I mean? The fullback coming from like them angles and pinging it. Do you know what I mean? It reminds me of Jason Van Blurk. Those of you who don't remember Jason Van Blurk, Google him. Or Lauren Charvet, Google him as well. Oh man, them fullbacks, Jesus, to the ones we've got now. But listen, we're top of the league, fellas. Please like, share, subscribe my video. I ain't going to waffle anymore. Everybody will probably do a Big Six special on Christmas Day. I'm going to try and do something for the Leicester game on Boxing Day and the Brentford game in between. If I don't see you, have a great Christmas. Look after yourself. Enjoy it. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. Big up the Blues. Manchester City. Top of the league. Christmas Day. You love to see it. The weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. City's the place to go. Cancelo, Cancelo, Cancelo. Up the Blues.